Welcome to part 11 of Linux Zero to Expert, the SSH video. Secure Shell is how the entire industry operates servers. That machine in an AWS data center in Mumbai. Your terminal in one command. Today, connecting with SSH, why keys beat passwords, and how to set them up in 2 minutes. Copying files with SCP, and the config file that turns long connection commands into 2 typed letters. Every cloud course, every DevOps job, every home lab, they all start exactly here. Let's take remote control. The basic move, SSH, then user at address, your account on that machine, connected over encrypted port 22. On first contact, you'll get a fingerprint prompt asking if you trust this host. That's normal. Answer yes, and it's remembered. If that fingerprint ever changes unexpectedly later, that's a warning worth respecting. And suddenly, look at the prompt, you're there. Every skill from this series works on that remote machine exactly as at home, which is why we built those habits. Hostname and Huami confirm where you are, because running the right command on the wrong server is a classic career story. Exit brings you home. That's it. You now operate machines anywhere on Earth. Now the upgrade that makes SSH both safer and nicer. Keys. Run ssh-keygen once. It creates a pair, a private key that never, ever leaves your machine, and a public key you hand out. Think lock and key. The public key is a lock you install on servers. Your private key opens it. Installation is one command, ssh-copy-id, which appends your public key to the server's authorized keys file. From then on, you just connect. No password. It's safer because there's nothing to guess or phish, and you can revoke one machine's lock without touching the others, which is why AWS and every serious platform require keys and disable passwords entirely. Guard the private key. Never email it. Never paste it. Permissions 600, Part 7 taught you why. Moving files between machines. SCP is CP across the network. Same shape, but the remote side is user at host, path. Push a report to the server, pull a log folder home with -r. It's fine for one-offs. The professional tool is rsync. It compares both sides and transfers only what changed. Rerun a 2 GB folder sync where 3 files changed and 3 files travel. That efficiency is why rsync powers countless deploy and backup scripts, including the one we'll write together in Part 16. The flags avz, archive, verbose, compress are the standard incantation. Learn SCP for convenience, rsync for real work. Last, the quality of life secret, the SSH config file. In your .ssh folder, create a file called config and describe each server once. A short name, the address, the user, which key, even a custom port. From that moment, SSH Web replaces the entire incantation, and the aliases work in SCP and rsync too. 10 servers, 10 short names, 0 memory burden. One bonus for when you run your own servers. The server-side config at /shdconfig is where professionals disable root login and password authentication entirely. Keys only. Those 2 lines are the single biggest security upgrade a fresh server can get, and now you understand exactly why they work. Part 11 complete, and honestly, this is the video where you became a real remote operator. SSH connects you to any machine on Earth. Keys make it safe and instant. SCP and rsync move data, and the config file makes it all 2 letters. Homework. Generate your key pair today. Even with no server yet, GitHub accepts SSH keys for pushing code, which ties straight back to our GitHub episode. Next, Part 12, my favorite video of the series, pipes, grep, and redirection. The Lego philosophy that makes Linux, and the moment everything you've learned starts combining. Do not miss it. See you there.